Well, I finally finished this sketch pad that I bought back in 2016. I buy so many sketch pads and then I start drawing on them, and then I put them aside and go move to another one. This one I used only for plein air, and they were all ink sketches, mostly ball pen sketches. This would be the first page here. This one was done at Watson Lake, and it was a quick plein air. This one was done in 2015, so basically I bought the pad in 2015. This one here, I did, this is when I picked it up in 2022 again, and this was done at the White Mountain here in Arizona. It's a very nice area. It's got a waterfall that only happens when it rains, so you have to go right after a rain. I've never seen it though. This was done at South Mountain, and basically what it was is an outline. I wanted to get the shapes of this area here. This turned out to be a beautiful oil painting, which fortunately I sold. This is from, I think it's Red Rock. Yeah, this is from Red Rock State Park. This turned out to be a painting, also an oil painting. And turned out to be a nice painting. I had to repaint it. I had to paint it twice and wasn't very happy with how it turned out the first time. And I had to go back and correct some things. I mean, I didn't repaint it. I fixed it. I painted over the one I wasn't very happy with. This is a study of some logs for a painting that I did, a 24 by 36 snow painting. And I was having trouble with the snow on the logs, so I decided to do a study, a quick sketch study. This one is from, I think this one's from Watson Lake, I want to say. I'm not really sure. I think it was Watson Lake where I did this plein air. And this was done in 2015 also, so. This was in Red Rock State Park in Sedona, Arizona. And I did 2 sketches that day, 2 plein air. I ended up painting this one in oil too, and the painting also is already sold. And I did another plein air, but on a different sketch pad. This is again the area in Tempe. Nice pond that I like to paint. I've done so many plein air sketches and paintings in that nice little pond. This is from 2018, and it's the entrance to Slide Rock in Sedona. Basically, this is the first thing you see when you enter the park. This is from the lake also, the nice little pond. This is 2018 that I did this one in. This another 2018, also quick sketch at the lake also. I've done so many paintings also from that area there. This, I think it was the Grand Canyon, but the light started getting dark on me, so I stopped. I figured I would continue it from a photograph, and I never did. I mean, basically, like I said, this is more for plein air, so I know we're going back to that one. This is, again, back in 2022 when I picked up the pad again. This is my Charlie Brown Christmas tree, LOL. And I just sketched one little part of the tree here at the house. This is White Mountain, plein air painting from there. That's the area that I just mentioned that has a waterfall, but you have to go there when it rains. Other than that, you don't see it. I haven't been lucky enough to do that yet. This is the same one from the entrance for Slide Rock, and this I did in 2022. This I did from a painting. It's not a plein air. This I did from the actual painting that I painted. I decided to do a little bit of a tighter sketch because I'm thinking of doing it in a larger format, maybe an 8x10. This was a 5x7 or 8x6, I can't remember. But I want to do it in 8x10, and I did the sketch for that. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I think I am going to go ahead and repaint this one. This is from Willow Lake. This was a hot day. I mean, man, I regretted going that day to, I just went to see, you know, basically how it looked. And then I decided to do some quick plein air, and this was one of them. But man, it was 100 and some that day. This is a snow scene that I painted in watercolor, and I also painted in oils. So basically, this is a sketch that I did when I did the oil one, because it was done in 2022. So that was the one for the oil. This is a sketch that I did for a snow scene. The one that I did the study of the logs, but I only did a section of that one for this one. It was actually a commission painting, and of course it was 2022. This is, I can't remember what area this was from. We went in the middle of summer. As a matter of fact, it was really hot also. And I did a few quick sketches anyway, and this was one of them. This turned out to be a painting, a large, and I did a plein air there that day, and I also did a studio painting of the same area. And I mean, a huge, this was a commission. This is one of the largest I did for that year. This also back to the pond in Tempe. This is one of the ones that I did back in 2018. And I liked it. It turned out to be really nice. And like I said, I did a painting of this, an actual plein air there also. This is from Watson Lake. This is a 2022 trip that I made very long ago. This is a sketch that I did using a fountain pen. I got a fountain pen for Christmas, and I got an early present. And man, that fountain pen was a little bit of a challenge. It's a little bit different than the ballpoint pen, but I enjoyed it. This was just like a test, a quick test, plein air, of course. And then I went back to Willow Lake, and I did this sketch also with that fountain pen. And this one I really liked. It came out nice. I guess after doing the other one, I got a hand of it a little bit better. I've used fountain pens before, but lately I've been more of a ballpoint pen. So when you don't use something for a while, you know, you have to get used to it again. This is another one from White Mountain. This another plein air that I did there. This is also 2022. And I really enjoyed this one. It was, I mean, it was really nice. The weather was beautiful. It was not hot and it was not cold. So it was just nice. I like it when it's cold better, but that day it was just a nice temperature. This one is also on the same day at White Mountain. Another one also that I did there. All this I plan to turn into paintings for 2023. So you'll probably be seeing paintings from this thumbnails. I mean, from this plein air sketches. This is another one that I did a nice little plein air painting, and then I did the pen sketch for it in plein air, using of course the plein air painting for the light that had switched a little bit. This one turned out to be a real nice painting and is still available. This is White Mountain also. Basically another one that I plan to paint. I don't know yet if it's going to be small or in a larger format. Small, I mean by 5x7s or 6x8s. I mean basically I don't consider 8x10 too small. That's a good size. So this is also from Red Rock State Park. This one turned out to be a beautiful painting also that got sold. I believe a doctor bought this. This is in the doctor's office. Then this is also from White Mountain. I did this a plein air I did there. This is going to be a nice painting. Probably going to do it as a 6x8. not a very large painting. This is a study that I did for a painting that somebody requested. They wanted a painting of a pig. So I did a first sketch. I didn't like this one that much. The face was a little bit too heavy. So I did another sketch with that one. This, man, I can't remember what park this was. It was one of the parks that we stopped at when we went to, I don't know if it was Prescott or one of those places, but we found this beautiful area and I did plein air of that. I also painted this one. This turned out to be a painting. This is Lenox Lake. I did some plein air paintings there. As a matter of fact, and most of it I did from those little paddle boats that you rent. I actually sketched this one from a paddle boat. This is also Lenox Lake, and this was also done from the paddle boat. And this one I really liked. Turned out really nice. And let's see. What else do we have here? Oh, this is a study that I did from a beautiful butterfly. Basically, I did this one once before, and I can't remember what year I did it because I was going to paint it, but then it didn't happen. This is a beautiful bird that showed up when I was doing a plein air painting at Papago Lake. This beautiful bird showed up and sat in that rock for the longest time, so I decided to sketch it. I also took a beautiful photo of it on my painting. This was Red Rock. Not very pleased with this one. This area got all confusing. I mean, the day got really hot, and I was trying to get it out fast, and it turned out to be a painting. I went back earlier in the morning when it wasn't as hot yet, and I redid the thumbnails. Did a few thumbnail sketches there on another pad, but this turned out to be a painting. I did a plein air and a color study. Both of them are sold. This was Watson Lake, an area in Watson Lake, plein air painting. I did several paintings in that area of this tree in different seasons, one in spring, one in summer. This is actually the winter scene here. And this is a nice painting that I did in a creek, and I can't remember where that was. We found this little area, which was horrible. It only one car could fit, and it was a nightmare when the car was coming from the other direction. But I set up my my easel, and I did this plein air sketch there. I plan to paint this one also, and I took several photos that I can use for reference. This is another one that turned out to be a painting also. The sketch is I wasn't that happy with this one. I mean, it's another one that I kind of rushed. Sometimes I'm ready to go and I want to get another one done in a different pad because I did other ones that day in a separate pad that I had. This is Slide Rock. This was done in Slide Rock. And I love this one. This one turned out really nice. This was a 2015 sketch, which is, like I said, I got my this pad back in 2015 or 2014, but I think it was 2015 because that's the lowest dated paint sketches that I have. So on this pad, and I'm somebody that doesn't follow the pages. I scatter. Sometimes I go in the middle, I'll go in the back. This was a study that I did basically with a fountain pen, and I'm very pleased with it. It turned out very nice. This was some Grand Canyon sketches that I did also when we went to the Grand Canyon. This is a sketch that I did for a painting, just an outline, basically to get the shapes. Then I did the nice thumbnail sketch of it. This turned out very nice too. This is I was just playing around one day and I found this nice picture of a swan, so I just started sketching it to see how it came out. This is another one that I did for Willow Lake, and it turned out very nice. And I'm planning to paint this one. This is going to be another one for 2023. This is another one that I did at a where was this? I think it was a section of Watson Lake, I think. Not really sure, but I think that's basically where I did it. This also was, oh man, what was this place? I can't remember where I did this one, but some park in Arizona. I can't really be sure. I think it's a Saguaro Lake, because they had horses there. I mean, beautiful horses, and that were just running free. This was at Red Rock Park, Red Rock State Park, also a little area. No, wait, this was from New Orleans. This is a city park in New Orleans. This is from White Mountain. That's where this one came from. All right, let's see. This, I think this little sketch came from White Mountain, I think, or no, that was South Mountain that I got that one from. I wanted to do a painting of turkeys, so I started doing some studies of them. This is one of them. Most of the others are on the other sketch pad that I have. This is, where was this one? I think this was also from New Orleans, Audubon Park, I think. I'm not really sure, but this was Audubon Park. I did a painting of this also. It was after it rained. New Orleans has a tendency of you walk out and then all of a sudden it starts raining for 15 minutes and it stops. This is a study for painting I did also. I think it was called Hints of White, and turned out to be totally different. I went with different sections of it. This is another study for the same painting here. And let's see. This is this was done at in Sedona, but I can't remember what. I think it was the same park as the other one for where I did the entrance of it. This is a study of a hummingbird. I painted so many hummingbirds, and this is a study of another one that I've been wanting to paint, and I mean, for whatever reason, it hasn't happened yet. But it is going to happen for 2023 for sure. And this is a study that I did for a cardinal. I love cardinals, and basically this, I was just playing around with this one, just trying to see if I could capture the bird. This is another plein air. This is from Watson Lake, and this turned out to be a beautiful painting. I did so many studies of this one before I did a huge, not huge, but 24 by 36, I believe, 18 by 24 painting or something like that. I can't remember what size it was. That one's also sold. But this turned out to be a beautiful painting too. But man, I did so many studies of this one before I tackled the large painting. This was from Lenox Lake, and I also did it, I also painted this one from that paddle boat that they rent there, or drew this one, sketched it. This basically a logo that I was doing for a client. I was doing sketches for it. This is also from the entrance to that park, basically on Sedona. And let's see, we're almost to the end. I was playing around with goldfish. I wanna paint some goldfish. I love goldfish, so I'm probably gonna end up doing a nice 5x7 or 6x8 of goldfish. Goldfish are beautiful fish. This is also for the logo that I did for a client. Let's see, also the logo here. Almost to the end. I think I have just a few sketches that I did back in 2015. This was one of them. This is another one. This is from an ornament that we bought. We have a wooden chicken. this is also from there. And that is it. That's the entire sketch pad right there, completed in 2022. Now I'm hoping that I can complete another one for 2023. I have a watercolor sketch pad that I've been doing, watercolor and ink. I'm going to complete that one, and I'll share it with you guys once I get it done. But I spend more time painting than sketching, which is bad, or I sketch in different sketch pads, which is bad. You know, you're talking about, I have like 13 sketch pads, and they all have little sections, but none of them are finished. So when I finish other ones, I'll share it with you guys. So that's about it for now.